Hey, hi. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, I'll tell you what, it is tremendous to be back out here with all of you again, taking another look at Conquest Dark. This is a game that we played way back when there was a demo. I think this was a few months back, and this is a fun roguelite bullet heaven type of game. What's interesting though is we are sealed in. This is a smaller play space, which makes for a really nice challenge. We also have this flesh layering system that the game does. Very interesting. So let's pick a character and we will see what we can see today. I like this attack reach. I like the lunar damage on this one. But I think I'm going to go with a little bit more movement speed right off the bat. So let's go with that. And then let's make some origin choices here. Proficiency with heavy armor, shields, and bonus health. Savage tactics, two-handed weapons. Ooh, short bows, survival, and projectile pierce. All right, I am feeling like archery would be fun today. So let's start with that, and we'll see what we can do. Slayer's Blade, Ravager's Axe, Fiery Short Bow. We're going to go with the short bow this time. And as long as I am pointing at the enemy or in the direction of the enemy, we're going to shoot automatically. I can also pick an enemy by clicking on them, and the focus will stay there. So that's a nice thing as well. Attack reach, attack arc, damage taken staggered, damage taken reduced, movement charges. Right, so this would be for our dash, and that might be the way to go. I like that boost in critical hit damage as well. Let's do that. So we have to survive for a requisite period of time because we are trying to complete something in the middle section of the arena there. All right, I think we're going to go with the ricochet slot here. Let's do that. Okay. I like seeing those ricochets pop off. I hope you're having a nice day so far. I was hanging out with a buddy last night. Online, of course, you know. And this is a buddy that I play games with every Friday night. 2.5% attack speed increased per life lost. Damage taken staggered. Oh, that would give us another movement charge and a big jump in crit hit damage. So if we could start expanding on the crit hit chance, that would be great as well. Anyway, got together and we actually wanted to go back and play Cuphead. Let's make a decision here. Resistance, damage, movement speed. That's a nice jump there. Reduced bleed rate. Bleed happens when you start losing health. Let's go with this. Another boost to crit hit damage. Nothing wrong with that. So we wanted to play some Cuphead, and we have not played Cuphead. Ooh, there's a crit hit chance boost. I like this too. Chance to spawn a healing soul. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Bloodthirsty. We haven't played Cuphead since 2017. How do I know that? Well, by looking at the achievements within the Xbox app. But we wanted to play that again. The thing is, he's located out of town, right? And Cuphead, for whatever reason at the time, did not release with a multiplayer opportunity, you know? So you have to kind of figure that out for yourself. Thankfully, there is a tool out there called Parsec, and we used it, and it works wonderfully. It allows another person to basically log into your machine virtually. Every 3 seconds, shoot 3 arrows towards the closest nearby enemy, dealing 225 to 375% solar damage each. Wow. Boy, these are all really good. I'm gonna go with the burst shot for now. Yeah, that's looking quite good. I think we've got a good operation going so far. So last time we played Cuphead, and we were much younger and spry men back then as well. You know, Father Time has done what he does, of course, and well, the reactions are a little bit less reactive. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know, and if you know, I'm sorry that you know. Let's see. Chance to spawn a healing soul goes to 10%, plus 10% all resistances. Excuse me. Let me take a sip here. Got the dry throat happening a little bit. I think we're gonna go with this. Okay. Yeah, so it turns out we're not as good as we once were. But we were still competent. We made it halfway through the second island. Or second area, I guess you should say. Seems like an island a little bit. Let's see. I think we're going to go with crit hit chance this time. And so we had a good time. We had a really good time with Cuphead. It felt good to go back. You know, you like the nostalgia, right? You kind of remember where you were when you played the game, what was happening at the time. And it occurred to us that one of the last times we played it was actually during a family party. And we kind of forced my wife's uncle to watch us play Cuphead when he really wanted to watch college football. It was a Saturday, of course. But, you know, I still hold that it was a win for him. He just didn't realize it at the time and doesn't realize it today still. But it was a win because Cuphead is a win for everybody. All right? And I know you agree with that. All right, we're going to go crit hit chance, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Because those crits are juicy, so if we can get them to pop off that much more often, that's a win. So we are trying to complete, well, I don't know what you would call it, a prophecy, right? Is that the word? That's not the word. The word is escaping me right now. But it's the weekend. I try not to use the brain too hard, right? That's during the week stuff. Thinking, yeah. And we got a little bit of a guardian here. Let's focus up on him. See, I still end up pointing the mouse at him either way. All right. Perfect. That's interesting. They freeze the timer on us as well. All right, we need to get a little bit closer, I think. Let's grab some of these pips. All right. Perfect. Well, let's grab this armor too. Oh, look at this. Scroll rune. Permanent unlock upgrade. That's neat. Look at this. Plus 125% crit hit damage? Oh, wow. Crit hit chance plus 25%. All right. That's permanent? That's wild. Okay. Attack reach. I'm not too worried about that. Reduced bleed rate. I do like the 20% crit hit chance. Be honest with you there. Let's do this. All right, so these guys are grouping up. I feel like we're going to need another new ability very soon. Let's try not to lose one of our 10 lives. That's where the bleeding starts to happen. And then you begin to lose layers of flesh, actually, as well. Let's see. Quickly move, shooting 3 arrows, each dealing 132 to 219% primal damage and generating 15 energy per target hit. Let's do that. Let's do that. That sounds like it's exactly what the doctor ordered. All right. These skeletons seem to be getting very, very shooty here. But we've reached tier 2 of our operation here, which I believe is a good thing. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if it's a good thing. That guy looks very big. Yeah, so we played some Cuphead, and we intend to finish Cuphead this time. When we played it last time, we got all the way to... what is his name? Is it Mr. Dice? Is that his formal name? I might go attack speed this time. I feel like we should lean into that a little bit. Perfect. A lot of pips happening. We like those. It just could never get through that section, you know, where it's the volley of areas one after the other. We ended up leaving off at the dragon, which I told my buddy really made me feel like I was playing Mega Man 2 for a second. That dragon, you know, they have very... The artwork in that game is very cool, but the dragon looks similar to the Mega Man 2 dragon to me. All right. Can we grab the pips a little bit? Nice. Just sneak on in there. This game does have meta progression. Ooh, wow, that looks like something nice that we should grab if we can. Oh, there's an armor piece there as well. All right, we're gonna go attack speed this time. We're gonna grab whatever that is. Empty rune slot, fiery short bow. Choose an ability to imbue. Okay. I think I would like to imbue the ricochet shot. And I would like to put primordial runes on? Maybe? Oh, that's what that does. It's a rune that we can put onto an ability. Interesting. Well, that's good on ricochet, I would think. Yeah, I think we're seeing that that's good right now. Let's grab this. Plus 80% power, ability, damage, chance to spawn a healing soul goes to 20%. I think we might just want that crit hit chance. Let's do it. Yeah, so there are various meta progression unlocks and those little skull marker or grave marker pieces, headstones, if you will. Next time I see one on the ground, I'll point it out. That is one of the currencies that you can use for progression. You know what? Let's maybe get rid of Vixina here. All right, come on. We got to get rid of that armor first. Vixina's got 7 lives. That's all right. We're still at 10. We gotta get a little bit closer. Maybe I should have been considering reach. All right. Well, if anything else, we'll hit her on the ricochets. Okay. 175% reduced bleed rate. I'm not too worried about bleed just yet. I think we're gonna go with this. Keep boosting the crit hit chance, right? Now, if you look, you'll see layers starting to peel away as we reduce the number of lives. Speaking of reducing the number of lives, we just officially lost a life. We're down to 9. We are going to boost our attack speed to 30%. Plus 30%, pardon me. All right. Can we end Vexina? There we go. Okay, let's grab all of this stuff. Okay, so it looks like we've got an opportunity to do either an upgrade or a new unlock. And I'm thinking a new unlock altogether. And then we will, I suppose, boost that. Since the other one is not even equipped yet. All right. You know, I should have took a sip of coffee on that last choice, right? It's a little bit more of an active bullet heaven. I don't know if you can just make auto-targeting a thing as well, as opposed to pointing around, but I kind of like the pointing around. All right, let's grab this. And we are almost at our next level up here. I feel like we need another new ability. More arrows happening, right? Okay. All right, now we're gonna take a sip of coffee. Cheers to all of you. If you're having a good time out there, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It'll help more people see the video and learn about the game. Maybe they're not aware of this one. Let's, oh, can we raise this all the way? Okay, so rank 5 of 5, so that's fully upgraded at this point. We are the speediest shooter in town. And I will fight you on that. Wow, these guys are just waiting at the doorstep. Okay, ritual. That was the word. That was the word, not prophecy. Ritual. Was it on your tongue the entire time? Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, no thinking. It's Saturday. For me, it's Saturday. So happy Saturday to you as well. If it's Saturday. If it's not, well, whatever day it is, happy day to you. All right, so this is some loot that we got. Soul fragments can now drop from random enemies and have an increased chance to drop from elites and bosses. All right. Okay. So we got some cool stuff that's opened up. Let's return to the world map. And as you complete these areas, you know, it opens up additional pathways, right? And I believe these skulls here are an indication of and how difficult the ritual is going to be to complete. Let's take a look at our progression options. I believe that happens here, right? Browse. Okay. So anything here with an up arrow on it is something that we can pump points into. The other areas are just kind of a, you know, an index of things that you have opened up as you've played. So that said, what do we want to do? Because we're gonna do another run here. Okay. I think I already put a point into this, right? So it's at 2 already. Hunter's bow, wouldn't mind giving that some love, right? We might want to do that again. Seismic slam, power shot, yeah. I wouldn't mind putting another point into the ricochet as well. Frost arrow barrage. This could be nice to run into. Let's do that. Burst shot already got some love. Let's see. Concentrated shot. Let's do that. And quick dash. Quickly move. Shooting 3. We had this one last time. This is pretty good. Runes. I guess we can upgrade those as well. Oh, maybe not. Oh, you've got to upgrade them in-game. That's interesting that those stay upgraded. I guess they did indicate that it was permanent at one point, didn't they? Okay. This is interesting because we've got the gold headstone pieces as well. So let me go to the bow itself, and I'm going to put another set of points in there, and I'm going to, well, I wanted to put more points in there. All right. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Let's try another ritual. Let's go to the coastal cave. Once a smuggler's den, this forsaken coastal cave now resonates with eerie sounds as enigmatic creatures of bygone epochs lie in wait, their true nature veiled in the darkness. So we've got some modifiers. Plus 5% increased enemy damage, plus 25% increased enemy health per tier of the ritual. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. We're ready. We're not worried. All right, long-limbed, plus 1.5% attack reach. And movement speed. Damage to elites. I kind of like this. Damage to elites. You know what? Let's go with Toth here. And what do we want to do? Heavy armor, shields. Maybe we want to build a heavy this time. Oh, wait. This is interesting. Cosmic studies. Lunar spells. Huh. Wait a second. Wait a second. I thought it was just going to take us back to the choice, not the level select. Because I just wanted to make sure that we were building in a way that made sense. Okay, so here's solar damage with Korgoth. If we were going to put together like a magic user, that could... Okay, this is interesting here. Plus 100% barrier amount, lunar spells, cosmic studies. I think we should try to go with this type of setup. Let's see how that pans out for us, right? Okay. Oh, but we're still going to end up with a bow. See, I thought we were maybe going to be able to put together a magic user of some kind. Interesting. Well, you know, so now this does have the solar damage, and we boosted the solar damage on our characters. So I guess let's roll with this. Right? We'll see what happens. We know what's going to happen, though. We're going to win. My guess is you've got to play a little bit more in order to open some of these additional classes, right? And maybe we'll see some new things this time. 15% projectile amount, that's interesting. Well, let's do that. That could pair well with Ricochet, right? We're shooting. Oh, there's that shot had 2 arrows on it. Oh, you know, I feel like we should go with something new though. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Whether it makes sense or not, I want to see something new. This will be cool. And we'll hope that Ricochet pops again at some point, but the ice spikes look neat. All right, we're gonna focus on you, pal. There we go. Nice. Okay. Let's put something onto the ice spikes, and I think we're gonna go crit hit chance. Nice. Alright, plus 5% to all resistance, critical hit chance to 11%, that wouldn't be bad. I think we are going to go with that. Primary attack ability damage plus 100%. That's cool too. Attack speed. I'm thinking attack speed would be nice here. Let's go with that. All right, so is it just me, or is the projectile thing affecting the ice spell also, which I had no idea that was going to be a thing. That's interesting. So we absolutely want to lean into this. Because occasionally we're getting 4 ice spikes instead of the 3. That's outstanding. All right. Every 3 seconds, shoot 3 arrows towards the closest enemy. Every 2 seconds, if no enemies are nearby, shoot 1 arrow. I like that. Let's try that. I wonder what they consider nearby. We're gonna find out, aren't we? Oh boy, we're getting to the meat of it, aren't we? Got some beefy boys coming to town here. All right, let's put something in the fiery short bow this time, and we will pop in the crit hit damage. So then we're gonna want to boost crit hit chance, I think. Right? Yes. This might be the way to go. Yeah, let's do that. All right. I have a feeling this is gonna work out for us. You know, we got the barrier going, which is great. Okay, well, I'm leaning multi-shot still. And then let's just get as many more projectile-based attacks as we possibly can. Oh, jeez. Speaking of projectiles, wow. Thankful for the barrier. Now that we got arrows coming at us. Wow. Oh, they're done messing around with the goat. Alright, let's... Almost got a level up again here. Perfect. Okay. Additional 12.5 damage to healthy. Ooh, and a... Wow. It's almost worth doing just for the projectile pierce, right? I mean, they're grouped up all the time. I think it's worth it. Yep. Immediate payoff. All right. Zobak the Vile. Let's focus up. Oh. Zobak's got some teleport options, doesn't he? He went down fast. Wow. All right. New unlock. Plus 25% projectile duration. Interesting. I don't know why that would be a solid choice. I'm thinking about that. I would imagine there's something that pairs nicely with. So let's get it just as another opportunity, right? To place something. Crit hit chance. I think that's what we want to do. Attack reach might be nice as well. Yeah, let's do that. Get a buff to resistances as well. Not a bad thing there. Let's grab whatever these are. Oh, perfect. All right, so let's do crit hit chance. Oh, projectile split chance. Look at that. Nice. Let's do block chance. Boy, this game really has a lot going for it. This is a solo dev project, by the way, as well. This just came out in early access the other day, and I think it plays really well. Seems like it's got a lot going for it. I always include a link to the game's Steam page in the video description in case you want to check it out. Quickly move, shooting 3 arrows each. Yes. And it's got an empty rune slot. 3 arrows will probably be 4 arrows because of our multi-shot capabilities. And perhaps we'll even put that opportunity to split projectiles onto it when we get a chance to place the rune. And that'll be very nice for us. Alright. Just a mess of spiders and enemies. Oh, we got a beefy boy out there, don't we? Elemental Mastery. Chance to burn with solar damage. Chance to freeze with lunar damage. That is really tugging on the heartstrings, isn't it? I mean, this would be nice, don't get me wrong, but this... We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Oh, it's already paying off. Alright. All resistances, movement, speed, all damage. Oof, man. Like this too. Well, that is a big jump in crit hit chance, isn't it? Okay, this has the movement speed on it as well, so we're gonna go that way. And we are going to put a split rune, I believe, in disengage, right? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I think this is going to be great. All right, so be watching for those split shot chances, I guess. Look at the frozen dudes. Outstanding. Maybe next time we'll go attack speed. I'm not sure. It looks like the ritual is proceeding accordingly, and that is a ritual, not a prophecy. How dare you? Okay. Aren't you glad we established that today? Without having to think too hard, by the way, which that's a win in my book. Oh boy, 60% projectile amount. Yeah, we are gonna do that. We are gonna do that with a projectile build. We're absolutely doing that. All right. I can't remember what I went with the first time we played the game on the channel. If I did projectile or if I did some kind of melee build. The melee builds are quite cool as well. All right, something seems to be flinging dung of some kind, and I'm not a huge fan of the dung, I have to say. Not a huge fan of that. Okay, so it's guys that are outside the arena, which I think is unfair. If they are flinging from outside the arena, I'm gonna say that's unfair. You've got to get in here with us. Let's go attack speed this time. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we've got a mini boss here with us. It is bedlam in the arena, folks. We got to watch out for these poison pools. I'll tell you what. Okay, Zolthak is down for the count. So we can upgrade a rune. That's all we can do. Let's do projectile split chance. And let's take... Ooh, that's interesting. All right, I'm going to go with this. And we're going to grab this armor. Stalker pants. 5% chance to spawn a healing soul. We might... Well, this actually looks good. I was going to say we might re-roll this, but this actually looks okay. That's a huge jump in bonus health. And primary attack ability damage. Okay. We're going with that. And we're going to try to grab whatever this is real quick. Okay. All right. Let's go with... Let's do this split chance again. I feel like that's pretty good for us. And any future projectile build operation we try to put together. To support the rituals, of course. All right. Still at 10 lives, folks. Pretty good. And you know what I'm thinking? Remember how I said on the world map how, you know, the skulls indicated how difficult the area was? I think that's still true, but I think that also might point to how many tiers there are to complete. We're going to find out momentarily. I say we go with this. Especially with how much these guys are grouping up. It looks like just another immediate shot in the arm. Yeah, we're just ripping right through these groups now. Outstanding. Don't sleep on Pierce. Don't do it. All right, we gotta come in here and collect some of this stuff. These are good drops. Ooh, something nice over here. Okay, I don't know what that was. We'll find out, right? Ooh. Let's go grab another one of these. Okay. Well, I'm thinking this. Because we've got both opportunities on this build. Chance to burn and chance to freeze. So we might as well, right? When in Rome. Ooh, ritual complete. Beautiful. Now, I don't know if it's possible to survive those guys. They remind me very much of, you know, when you complete an area in vampire survivors, and the Reaper comes to, well, comes to collect, right? Okay, and I think we can confirm that this is the number of tiers. Oh, have we opened up the arena? What is here? Endless Dark Ritual. Fight against endless waves of enemies in this sandbox mode, where you can test and fine-tune your character builds. Faction experience gains are lower and metagame resources are scarcer here. Okay, well, that makes sense. That does make sense. Now, there are other areas that you can open up and get some progression as well. So, I don't know how many souls this takes. Right, okay. So these are souls that we were collecting. And we'll do that. Is this something else? As a barbarian, slay enemies to gain faction experience bonuses apply to all classes. Interesting. So maybe we're going to take a look at this and place some points for next time. Fan of Knives. Throw a fan of 3 daggers that pierce through enemies. That's interesting. You don't want it to have nothing when you come across it for the first time, right? Whirlwind. Spin a set of swords around yourself. Okay, so that would be more for a melee style. We can do that. And this was really great last time. Where's Ricochet? I wouldn't mind putting a point into that again, because that was really great. I think it's one of these. Yep, there it is. All right. Perfect. Folks, I'll tell you what, Conquest Dark, a lot of fun. Let me know if you want to see more of it in the comments. I'm always happy to play more. I know we try and do as much variety as possible, but you know, sometimes we find something that's fun and it sticks around a little bit. Lucky Tower, you know what I mean? Just every once in a while, right? We just get stuck on one because it's great. And hey, you're really great. I appreciate the support. Let's do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, that's what we do every time here because they're the best. Okay? Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you sometime soon. Goodbye.